All right, so Black Ops 7 or next Call of Duty or Call of Duty 2025. We talked about it a lot. I made a video talking about the reveal and when it could potentially happen. But since I made that video, I've seen a lot more people talking about it. And the person that we're going to watch today is Trisdo. Now, the reason why is he had a really good thumbnail. And I'm like, this looks interesting. I wanted to talk about this on the channel. Thing with Trisdo is he does a lot of really clickbaity things. Like the John Wick event that we now know is not a thing. He made a fake one. So you got to be speculatory when you see these kind of things. But if he's talking about what I think he's talking about, it'll bring up some interesting conversational topics. So let's see what it's about, and let's see what feedback I can give on it, because I have a new interesting theory about Call of Duty 2025, and I don't think it's gonna be this, what you're seeing right there, but we'll talk about that as we go through.
So today we're going to talk about Black Ops 7 and in specific the worldwide reveal trailer. We're going to talk about when that could potentially be, what we know about it so far, and then there's also...
I have 3 dates as to when I think it could be.
Some things that were found in the files in regards to the next Call of Duty, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you do find the video informative or helpful at any point, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button also to help us on the road to 500K. But let's jump into it. Now, many people in the community have been talking about a potential Black Ops 7 reveal trailer coming in as early as potentially next week, and that is because
this Sunday. Now, would they not be advertising like last year? See this thing off to the side, the Outer Worlds 2 thing? That's where Black Ops 6 was revealed last year. So this tells me that they don't have much to say about this game yet.
Because 1 week from today, Xbox's official gameplay showcasing is going to be hosted on June 8th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what this is it's basically just showcasing upcoming Xbox games and Microsoft games that are going to be releasing within the next few months, maybe even a couple of years. And they're pretty much just giving us a full showcasing. Devs are...
Put it this way. If they are doing this Sunday throughout this week, like literally this week, we need to start seeing teasers for Black Ops 7 or whatever, Call of Duty 2025, because they're not just going to randomly drop that trailer. They would promote it just like they did last year. They want all eyes, as many eyes as possible on that showcase if they are showing off Call of Duty at it. And they haven't done that. So
there as well, and they're giving us intel on just upcoming releases for video games in general. And because last year during Xbox's gameplay showcasing, they ended up doing a Black Ops 6 Direct, so showcasing early gameplay, campaign missions, and just giving us a full rundown detail on how Black Ops 7 was going to be before its release. People are assuming that it may end up being the same way here, at least not as big, because this time around, the Direct is focused on the Outer Worlds 2, so we know that Black Ops 7 is not the main focus within this showcasing, but some people were thinking maybe we get just at least a title reveal. Maybe we'll understand or get a little bit of...
I don't think so, brother.
A confirmation to what the next Call of Duty is officially going to be called, which according to leakers is Black Ops 7. But that was never official.
So I want to be clear here. I have not seen a single leaker say the title is Black Ops 7. I think everyone's just calling that. What I've heard is that it's a Black Ops game taking place in 2035. I have not once heard a leaker, outside of just for ease of use, call it Black Ops 7. Me included. I've never heard a leak called that, but I just call it that in videos because it makes it simple.
Officially confirmed by Call of Duty, so it could literally be named anything. Quick word from our sponsor.
And like that's the thing, right? Is if it could be named anything, like I don't think they're gonna name it Black Ops because of how poorly Black Ops 6 is done lately. I think if they announce a Black Ops 7 similar to what they did with Modern Warfare, eesh.
Mitch Cactus. It's a store that can get you the most exclusive operators, help you unlock the Black Ops 6 Mastery camos such as Dark Matter, Abyss, and Nebula. And
I'm pretty sure this can get you banned now,
if you want to hit Master Prestige even faster, they can also help you out with that. They don't use unlock tools or mods, so you know it's 100% legitimate, and they have over 10,000 verified reviews on Trustpilot. You can use code Trizzo for a 5% discount. The link will be down in the description. Another reason why people believe we may end up seeing a reveal soon is because not only do we have the Xbox One, but Summer Game Fest actually goes live a couple days before on Friday, June 6th. So just 2 days before 48 hours, it's going to go live. And they're going to also showcase...
They're not going to put anything Call of Duty in the Game Fest.
Bunch of different games that are going to be releasing from now for a couple years and things like that, like they typically do every single year. Now, some bad news, though, is I personally don't believe it, and I don't think it's going to happen, and there's a couple of reasons for that. When you take a look at past Call of Duty patterns in terms of the releases and the announcements that they've made, you'll notice that games that took longer to develop usually get marketed a lot earlier. For example, Black Ops 6 was actually marketed and officially announced on May 23rd. That was just around a week ago, to where
That's
if it was going to be around the same time as Black Ops 6, then they would have already revealed Black Ops 7 a couple days ago, right? And then if you look back in Modern Warfare 2, that was the game.
There's no Activision in Summer Game Fest. They don't need to put it because Microsoft owns them.
Even before MW3, and that was the game that took a couple years of development time as well. That one was actually officially revealed on February 11th when it was first announced, and then the title revealed on April 28th, and then they also announced the release date on May 21st, and then the first trailer released on June, all pretty much almost before what we're at right now. So marketing began early yet again for Modern Warfare 2. Now, when you take a look at a game like Modern Warfare 3, which is basically year 2 of MW2
August.
and didn't have that long in terms of development,
the release and cycles of when Modern Warfare 3 got announced and when things came out was wild. Like we didn't get a multiplayer trailer or information until like a month before the game came out. It was weird.
They did not reveal the title until August 17th, which means that if we're following the same pattern that they did with Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 7 is not going to be officially revealed until around August. And now, if you take a look here at Season 4, there was an initial 2-week delay. We're not sure exactly what that delay was.
The 2-week delay was just they had the wrong date in the update, so it showed the wrong period of time.
But now it's starting to make a little bit more sense because the season is now going to end on August the 6th, so that's going to be the last day, and then Season 5 is going to begin on August 7th. And that could potentially be around the time that they plan on revealing Black Ops 7. And maybe that initial 2-week delay is meant to be like a content drought in Call of Duty because they're going to start marketing for Black Ops 7, maybe do some reveal trailers, announce some information like that. There's also the route to where they can release an event in the beginning of Season 5, very similar to Modern Warfare 3, and do the reveal through Warzone. And that's honestly more plausible, as
I do think that one's pretty plausible.
I mentioned if they're going to follow the same pattern that they did with Modern Warfare 3, then we're not going to see anything until a couple months from now during the month of August. Now, there is preparations being made for Black Ops 7 in terms of things they're adding into the files. For example, with the new Season 4 update, there's
one thing we should do, and maybe we do it tomorrow morning for a video on stream, is go through the Summer Game Fest and break down, because they put out a list of every studio that's going to be there. And we could go in and break down what each studio could be presenting and try to like guess what's going on. We should do that tomorrow.
There's a couple of things that they did. So right here, Reality UK posted, said a few BO7 things were added from the looks of it. Nothing important, just a few strings that confirm the return of augments for zombies in Black Ops 7, Outbreak, as well as prestiging. So he pretty much let us know.
So really, like, Outbreak was a rumor. Prestiging, we assumed.
Know that, yeah, there's a couple of things coming in, and these are strings to confirm that these items are going to be releasing, the return of Outbreak. And even before that, if you guys recall, there were like strings in the files mentioning wall running. It was even accessible. According to Hey, I'm Alex, he mentioned that even with the Season 4 update now live, they didn't take that feature away or remove it from the files. I
still think this is for an LTM, by the way.
Still there, and for some reason, you can access it in the range for people who are leakers and able to, you know, data mine and go into that type of stuff. Now, it actually gets even worse.
But that does look like Black Ops 3 movement, I'm just saying.
Because a different leaker, he went ahead and posted this, and he said the recent update includes full cutscene scripts for the next Call of Duty game. I won't leak them like I did in Black Ops 6. Good luck to whoever finds them. And then he gave a hint. Adler, no, and then ... So he mentions that there are some leaks.
So there were other leakers that came out after this that said, no, that's a lie. There's nothing in the game files as far as the script goes. So I don't know what to believe on that front.
Pretty much spoil the campaign and the storyline for Black Ops 7, according to him. A couple of other leakers did sort of give their take on this. For example, COD Warfare. He said that they messed up again. Black Ops 7 full cutscene scripts were added to the game in this update. Another reliable leaker actually replied to that, and he said there is no such Black Ops 7 spoilers currently in the Call of Duty HQ.
I'm glad Trizdo put that in, because Broncos.
Sorry. So it seems like they're having, a debate here on and off, and many of them are reliable. Some are saying they saw it, some are saying they didn't. Maybe it was something that was removed from the files because they realized this could be a very, very big mistake. This did happen during Black Ops 6. I didn't really cover it because I don't want to cover campaigns.
Yeah, so that actually happened for Black Ops 6 when I was going to Call of Duty next, or I was going to a Call of Duty event, and I was on the plane, and all of the cutscenes, like literally the full cutscenes, leaked for the game, like the entire game. And I was getting on the plane, and I'm like, I'm not looking at these. And they got taken down and stuff, but some people saw the entire campaign before the game was even like really revealed. And obviously that's detrimental.
Spoilers or anything that can ruin the gameplay experience. But the same person who pretty much leaked those scripts last time mentioned that he actually ended up seeing them, but this time he's not going to leak them because he just doesn't want to spoil the storyline. But if they're adding stuff like that in as early as the Season 4 update right now, I'm thinking Reloaded is also going to add a lot more to it. Then yet again, Season 5, when that drops, that's going to be bringing in even more. And a lot of spoilers are going to...
Brabbe, thank you for the sub, dude. Appreciate you.
Start. And if you guys want to start blocking out spoilers and things like that for Black Ops 7, you should definitely prepare now. Dude, because
there's no way they screw up the update and do the same sort of things as they have done before. Like, there's no way. Like, if they do that again, if you remember last year, people were playing like Stakeout 24/7 3 months before the game came out and streaming it and putting videos up, and then all the cutscenes, like huge
these things
issues
do come out of nowhere, and then the spoilers just drop, and then they'll just pop up on Twitter. Just want to let you guys know about that, but that is what we currently have in terms of what we know in regards to Black Ops 7, the release scheduling that it seems like they're going to follow. The game isn't going to release until around like the end of October like it typically did. The beta is probably not going to begin until the beginning of October as well, and then the marketing and all of that stuff usually around August. End of Season 4, beginning of Season 5, I'm thinking that's when we're going to start seeing some stuff. Yeah. We may get some information in Season 4 Reloaded. Usually, Call of Duty has been pretty secretive in terms of the content they're going to release mid-season, and then they release a separate blog post around the time, like a couple days before the update actually goes live.
There will probably be a teaser before the announcement. So think end of July.
And maybe within there, maybe in the roadmap, they're going to mention that there's going to be like a surprise event that they want everyone to tune into at a specific time. And then maybe that's when they're going to end up revealing the game. But it's starting to get around that time where, the new Call of Duty hype begins. But what are your thoughts and opinions? Do you think it's still too early? Do you think Call of Duty should start revealing Black Ops 7 now? And are you interested in the next Call of Duty title? But that is all that I got for you guys here.
So here's the thing. Here's the theory. Here's what I'm working on for a video. I think it's a horrible idea for this next game to be called Black Ops 7. Like, I think that's like, they saw what happened with Modern Warfare 3, and Modern Warfare 3 ended up being a pretty decent game multiplayer wise, right? Also, when all was said and done. But because of that press, because of the information we got, people didn't play it. So if they release Black Ops 7, the numbers are going to be bad. It's going to be a bad year for the game. Now, if they call it like Black Ops Future War or Black Ops something else, not like just 7, I think it'll do a little bit better than if it's called Black Ops 7. But I also have this like feeling deep down, and based off of some things that I've seen in Warzone, specifically Verdansk right now, I think they're working on a crossover. Like, I think that this game, because if it takes place in 2035, all of the characters from the Modern Warfare universe can be in it, right? Like, Price can be in it, Gaz, Alex, Farah, Ghost, Soap, if they want to bring him back, I wouldn't be surprised. So, if that's the case, why not call it Call of Duty Black Warfare? Definitely can't call it that. Call of Duty Modern Ops. Right? Like, why? Like, then you tie the two together, but then maybe they don't want to screw the Modern Warfare 4 in the following year Right? Like maybe they don't want to take away from that. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I think they're screwed if they do Black Ops 7. I think it's a mistake. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do Black Ops 7. Maybe they do a futuristic game. Maybe they bring back specialists. Maybe they put in wall running. Maybe it's like Black Ops 3 2.0 with Black Ops 2 maps. And maybe it's great. So, yeah. I don't know. But it'll be interesting. In the next, apparently 2 months until we get Season 5, who knows what's going to happen.